Okay, let's do a little recap on some of these
Okay.
exercises, and then inshallah we will look at some exercises with everything we've done so far.
All right. All right. Here we go. Abu. Abun.
Mm-hmm.
Abu.
Good.
Abun.
Yes, mashallah. Next one.
Nuthi. Nuthin.
Yes.
Nuthi.
Yes.
Nuthin.
Good. Mashallah. Okay, this one.
Naha. Nahon. Nah. Let me see if I can do this. Naha.
Yeah.
Nachon. It's a little hard for me to do.
Yes. But yes, you're doing good, mashallah. So nacha,
On.
nachon,
Nech-
nacha,
Nechon.
nachon,
Nechon.
nachon. Yeah. You're doing good. And you're also pronouncing this as like a na, and you're not making it into like a no. You know. So to go
Yeah,
again like from light to heavy, that's the trickiest part. So most people here would say no instead of na.
I
They'll
got
be
okay.
like nocha, nochon, you know. Okay, this one.
Hossa.
Try again. I think you did the same thing yesterday.
I want it to be seen.
No, it is a scene, but you're saying the wrong first letter. You said kha.
Oh,
I
yes,
think.
I did. Yeah, okay. Yes, I did. Okay. Rossa.
Yes. Rasa.
Rossan.
Yes.
Rossa.
Yes.
Rossan.
Yes. Yeah, this one.
Dodger. Dodgen.
Yes.
Dodge. It's gonna be hard. Dodger. Dodger.
Yeah.
Dodgen.
Yes. Good.
Dodgen.
So rasa, rasan, rasa, rasan. Daja, daja, daja,
Dodger.
dajan,
Dodger.
daja,
Dodger.
dajan,
Dodger.
dajan.
Dodgen.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. We're gonna write out some new words. Is one ready?
One is.
Okay, Bismillah. Okay. I'll zoom in a sec. 1 sec.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's Darosa. Darosa.
So Dalrosa. Dalrosa.
Darosa.
Yes.
Darosa. Darosa. Horror. Horror. Horroja. Horroja.
So don't say the third letter. Just say the first. Say this bit first. Just that.
Horror. Horror.
Yes. Kharra.
Ho-
Kharra. Yeah. And then you now then say the last letter.
Horoja. Horoja.
It kind of sounds like you're not making the shadda. It kind of sounds like kharaja. So it needs to be like kharra.
Hor-
Kharaja.
Horoja.
Yes.
Horoja.
Yeah.
Horoja.
So
Almost like you're saying
darasa.
horror, Horoja. Horoja.
So darasa kharaja. So kharaja. So
Horoja.
it it kind of feels like the last two are being said first, like a bit faster. But we're just keeping the timing of like 1, 1, 1. It's just going from this one to this one. It's like kharra, kharraja.
Horoja.
Try this one.
Saroha. Saroha.
Yes. So we make
Saroha.
yes. So we're trying super hard not to make an alif and say like sarraha. So it's still ra. It's still just one. Like the fatha is still one. So it's like sarra.
Saroha.
Yes.
Saroha.
So yeah, we're not saying sarraha, right? That would be with an
Right.
alif. So it's still
Sarra.
sarra. Sarraha. Darasa. Kharaja. Sarraha. Okay.
Yes. Saroha.
A bunch more with the ra.
Okay.
Um, okay, we'll do this one then. Okay, you just follow along as you see the words.
Okay. Sharoha.
Yes.
I don't think we went over the first letter with
Oh, that's because it's a mistake.
okay.
Should be like that. So
Okay.
a word can't start with a shadda.
Oh, good. Well, I caught that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So
It
a word
doesn't look
can't.
right, teacher.
Yes. No, it's good. It's kind of a good mistake. So like you'll never find a word start with a shadda.
Okay.
But a word can start with. This is what we call like this is a hamza and a lam. So this is called the definite article in Arabic. This means the, basically.
Okay.
So the way we would use this, I'll just think of the first word that comes. So if we look at this word, kind of like it's not starting from here, even though this bit is like the actual word. So it looks like it's starting with a shadda in a way. But the only reason is because this section is here.
I see.
So I'll see if you can say this just out of curiosity. So do you remember what we said about the this? What letter would we call this?
A Sakun.
No, not sukun.
Oh.
Sukun is like this bit here, right?
Right.
Is this an alif?
Hamza. It is an
A
aleph.
hamza?
I thought it was a
No,
Hamza.
it can't be. It is a hamza. It
Okay.
can't be an alif because it's at the beginning, right?
Right. Right.
So it's a hamza called a hamzatul wasl. In the Quran, it would have like a symbol that looks like that. So it kind of looks like a sword with its tail cut off.
Okay.
In normal Arabic writing, it just looks like an alif. Like we already know 1,000 times it can't be an alif, right?
Right. Right.
So when this is pronounced, with certain letters, you won't pronounce the. This is normally pronounced L. So like a, l, L. So we'll go over this letter in a sec, yeah.
Okay.
But the way this word would be pronounced in this case would basically we'd pronounce it like this. So we completely skip this and we go straight from here to here. This would be super hard to pronounce. See if you can pronounce this. But like I said, ignore this completely.
All right.
So you're going from that sound to that sound, including the shadda.
Outer raw.
Yeah, so Allah, and then you go straight from here to this sound. This is
I
difficult.
know a sukoon can only be 3, but it's got the O or the.
So this is a sukun here. Yeah, this is a sukun.
Is that going to be an oo?
No. Do you okay? So remember when we did this exercise here? So what this is a hamza with sukun. So if you remember, we did an exercise with hamza with sukun, like this. Do you remember how to say that?
Let me try. Hang on.
So first of all, this is how a sukun normally sounds. Yeah. So say this one first.
Abba.
Ab. Yeah. So we're not saying a or e or u. Then we did a whole lesson on this. If you've forgotten, it's fine. But
I
like,
have completely forgot.
okay, so the way we do hamza with sukun, it would sound like this: ba'su, ba'su. Do you remember? You might not remember, but we did this here.
Yes, it cuts it off.
Yes. So we did rasu, we did ra'asu, we did rasu, and we did ra'su. Do you remember?
Yes.
And we just with this one's here because we just said don't say it like that. Don't say ratsu. This is ratsu. Do you remember?
Yes. Barely, but yes.
Okay, so do these then if you've forgotten. How would you say
Okay.
this?
Natsu.
Yeah, so it's like batsu.
Betsu.
Yeah, the way so if you want to do it as an exercise, imagine the difference between this is a slow, gradual finishing. So if I've said like okay, that's like a gradual decline.
Right, right.
If I'm saying and it's like someone just grabbed my throat in terms of like I just immediately close my vocal cords. So I'm saying like the sound. There's no like decline of the sound. It's like straight and stop. So
Okay.
obviously you're not going but you're saying ba. You're saying ba, and then your vocal cords basically closing immediately.
Okay.
Try it.
Betsu.
Yeah. So batsu. With this one.
Thatsu. No, excuse me. Thatru.
Good. Okay, this one.
Zatru.
Good.
Datbu.
Good.
Jatru.
Good. And we're not saying a T. We're not saying a ta. Yeah.
Right.
So we're not doing that. But so how do you say this one then?
Rotsu.
Yes. So what we've got here, you just said rotsu, yeah?
Yes.
That's the same
Trying
as this
not to
little.
say the T on that. Like I'm not trying to go rotsu. I'm trying to go rot.
Yes.
Rotsu.
Rotsu. So you've just said the word here. You've said the actual word. But when we add the alif, sorry, not the alif, like the hamza and the lam, which means the. So ra'su or ra'sun, it means head. So this would be like, this would mean here like the head, like punch him in the head, or I don't know, like the head, right? Or like you could say, it could sometimes mean like the main thing, right?
Okay.
Like the main idea. So we're pronouncing it as in like not just a head, but like the. So
Haratsu.
this is not ha, right?
No, it's Aratsu. Aratsu.
Yes. So it's
Aratsu.
al-ra'su. Al-ra'su.
Aratsu.
Al-ra.
Aratsu.
Al-ra'su.
Aratsu. Try hard not to say a T though. Aratsu.
Don't your tongue's not involved in making this sound,
Right,
right?
right.
Once the R sound, it's only just the vocal cords closing. I'm not touching my tongue to the palate of the mouth or the behind my teeth or anything. That's what you would have to do in order to make like a t sound.
I got it. Aratsu. Aratsu.
Al-ra'su. Al-ra'su.
Aratsu.
Anyway, and delete that because that is a bit far ahead of where we're trying to go. So yeah, we were doing on this one, right?
Okay. Soroha. Soroha. Soroha.
Sarraha. Sarraha, right?
Soroha.
Sarraha. Sarraha.
Soroha.
So you were saying raw, like sarra. We're not cutting. There's no hamza there, right?
Correct.
Okay. Sarraha.
Soroha.
Yeah. Okay, this one. Ooh.
Soroha. Darossa.
So is this a dal?
I said Darossa.
Yeah. So that would be with a dal. So darrasa would, I think we already did that.
I was
Yeah,
going to say dog. I got dog. Maybe I'm saying
yeah.
it wrong. Dog. Dog. Okay. Maybe
Yeah, this
dog.
would be darrasa.
Darossa.
Darrasa. Yeah.
Darossa.
Darrasa. Good.
Darossa.
This one.
Harota. Harota.
So ta has 2 dots.
Oh, Harota.
Yes.
Harota.
Haratha. It's the timing's a bit feels like I can feel like the
Harota.
timing can feel a bit awkward because you have like this haratha, right? Haratha.
Harota.
So let's go from the beginning again, right? So darasa, kharaja. You can copy after me. So darasa,
Darossa.
darra. I want to hear like darra.
Darro.
Yes.
Darossa.
Kharaja.
Horoja.
Yeah. Sarraha.
Sarroha.
Sharraha.
Sharroha.
Sarraha.
Sorroha.
Darrasa.
Darossa.
Yeah. Harratha.
Arrotha.
Harratha. Yeah.
Arrotha.
Sometimes when you say the ra with the shadda, sometimes you might like have like the like a bit of but not it's never like harratha or anything like that.
Don't
But
roll the R, is what you're saying.
it's called trilling, I think.
Trilling. Okay. Rolling your trill. Okay.
But even if it is there, it should be very light, or it should just be not even there. So it's like how harratha harratha. So we're not saying harratha, right?
Right. 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 Harrotha.
Okay,
Harrotha.
so we are increasing our difficulty curve.
A bazoon?
So this is not. Oh, we're missing again a vowel.
Oh, yeah,
So it's not kha, right? It would be kha.
Oh,
Try it again.
oh, Habazun. Habazun.
Yeah. Khabbazun. Yeah. Khabbazun. Good.
Habazun.
It makes sense, right?
It
Still
does, yes.
difficult. It does make sense though.
Yeah, taking me a little while to figure out the sound that each one makes, but once I kind of get it, I see, okay, that's a bat with a W with the thing. Okay, so that's an ah, and I know I have to hit it twice. Oh, bad. It makes sense.
Khabbazun.
It just takes a while to figure out, okay, what sound is each letter making? That's
Yes. Yes.
Horazun. Horazun.
So you're doing this one down here. So correct. But you want to hear like the shadda, the W is like kharra. Kharra. Kharrazun. Kharrazun.
Horazun.
Kharra. Kharra. Try that again.
Horror.
Yes.
Horror.
Yes. Say now. Say the whole word.
Horror. Horazun.
Yes. What about this
Horror.
one?
Ooh, um, Barazin.
So the one letter is wrong.
Oh, excuse me. Narazin.
No, the the first letter is ba.
Oh, it is bat. Okay, bat. Okay. That's not a raw. That's a okay. Bazazin.
Yes.
Bazazin.
Yes. Okay.
Bazazin. That's an odd one to say. Bazazin.
Bazzazin.
Baz-
Bazzazin. Yes.
Bazazin. Bazazin.
Okay. We'll do one more. Sorry.
Horoz.
Sorry. Go on. Yeah.
Horoza.
So it's again with the shadda. It's like, kind of sounds like you're saying kharaza. Should be like kharra. Kharaza.
Horoza.
It still sounds like kharaza. So kharra.
Horoza. Horoza.
Yes. Okay. So what would
Horoza. So
that be?
you really got to stick the double letters when you're
Yes. Yes.
I think as you said it's a shahada that you got
A
to
shadda.
stick shed.
Shadda. So we would spell it kind of like shadda.
Is that why
Right?
it's over the word Allah? For the same reason you're making the L sound Allah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
That
it's
makes
like
sense. That makes sense.
Al Allah. Allah. The only is this is a special one because the lamb, which looks like this, right? So lam looks like this here. And this can say la or li or lu, right?
Okay.
So when it's a light letter, so when we say la, we're just saying ah. But when we say Allah, we make it into like a heavy sound. So when we write like, so it's like the hamzatul wasl, and then a lam, and then a lam, and then a ha, and then you can see it like it's written in a special way, so it like completely changes its shape.
Right, right.
But yes, we are. It's then introducing like this doubled lam. So you're missing this lam. Do you remember how we said in the word before when we said like al-ra'su? So we put the hamza and the lam, right? So the lam says la lilu, right? And then we said, do you remember? Do you remember when we did this just before? We
I
said
saw
al-ra'su, right?
Waltz.
So we pronounced this hamza with an a sound, and we didn't pronounce this at all.
Understood.
That happens with, it depends on the letter. So when we this is not like, this is just trivia right now. But when we introduce this, which means basically the. So if we want to say the anything, we say al. But certain letters you won't pronounce the l sound.
Okay.
So if it's like al bait, here in this word, we will pronounce I'll just put this here in this situation. We're gonna pronounce the lam. So here we would actually say like a l l, right? Like literally like al, right?
Okay.
Because the third letter here is a ba. No, I don't want to explain this really that much because it's just gonna seem too much. But certain letters, certain letters, if they're the third letter, you will pronounce this L sound. Other letters, you completely skip the L sound and you just go straight with the shadda to the third letter. So ra is one of those.
Okay.
So you say al baytu, al. You say actually pronounce the lam. But if it's a ra, for example, you'll say al ra'su. Or if it's a sheen, you say ash-shamsu. You don't say al-shamsu. You just skip it and go to the sheen straight away. So you say ash-shamsu. So in this case, the lam in the word Allah is one of those letters that we skip. So we have al. So it's kind of like meaning like the God, right?
Right,
So
right.
you have al, and then the next letter, the third letter in the equation, is also a lam, right?
Okay.
So this meaning like the in this case, right? And then
Uh-huh.
the third letter is a lam. And because the third letter is a lam, we skip the first L
Okay.
and we go straight to like this. So it's like Allah, if that makes, So
Yeah.
then the word Allah, it would actually be kind of spelled like this. So anyway, we can always go over this in the future, but that's why this shadda is there.
Okay.
And then there's also a mini alif there. So the alif actually sits on top. Or sometimes it comes here. That's why you're saying Allah, Allah. You're not just saying Allah. You're extending the R sound in the case
Right.
because the alif is there. That's why you're saying Allah, and then there's a H sound with a sukun. Anyway, so that might be.
Okay.
We'll
Oh, no,
definitely
that's
come
fine.
back.
At least it lets me kind of know why. I mean, because you don't just say Allah,
Yes.
ALA, like ice cream a la mode. We don't say, you know what I mean? We're not Allah. We're not saying, we are kind of saying, oh, and when I say it, I'm using both L's. It's all law.
Yes, but to be specific in this case, right? Because we're going to take a break anyway. So going over this is kind of like, okay, because we've done a lot of exercises. But we're kind of saying, we're still saying ah. Okay, so this would be pronounced as like al. Al. So we're not saying Allah. We're not saying ah. We're saying ah. Still saying ah. Does that make sense?
Okay. Oh, so it is it's not Allah. Okay. Allah.
What the law, that's like a heavy sound. So you're saying
Okay.
like Allah,
Al-
Allah, and then
Allah.
you're having like there's like an H at the end of it, which is this letter. This is the other. It's like ha, he, hu. It sounds different from ha, he, hu.
Right. Allah.
So you would actually pronounce it
Allah.
normally. If you read the whole thing, it would have a dhamma. So it'd be like Allahu, Allahu. So if you actually look into the Quran, like here we have like Allah, he, you know?
Yes.
So we just don't pronounce. I don't know if you remember, but I said like when you come to the end of an Arabic word, you don't normally pronounce the final vowel. So that's why we just say like Allah, Allah, right?
Yes.
But for example, in you can actually see here, it's like Allahu, Allahu. You see it?
Yes.
I don't know if that's just made more questions than
No, it did not.
answers.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I understand it.
Yeah. Okay. So we've gone over a bunch of exercises. So we could just keep going over exercises. I don't want to go to new letters today. We'll do that
Okay.
tomorrow.
That's
But I
fine.
feel like we're doing fine in terms of
All right.
our letter recognition.
Okay.
So these are the next letters. Okay.
All
These are
right.
all red in terms of difficulty. I think you'll be okay. But what I thought we could do instead is just try find how many words we can read in the Quran.
Okay.
And then whenever you feel like you're ready to stop, then we can stop.
All right. I'm
We can
ready to
try the
go.
most.
My coffee's still kicking in.
Yes. Okay, let's read this again then. See if you can read. So I don't know if you remember, but we actually read these three
Let's
words.
try that anyway.
And then, but again, if you remember, we're not gonna pronounce this. You're not
Okay.
gonna pay attention to the redness. Let's just, pretend it's not there. So break it down by word. This is the first word.
Okay. Ida.
So ida would have no dot here, right? Ida.
Ida.
Yes, either, right?
Ida.
And then we have now
Ida. Ja.
so
Ja.
ja.
Ah.
Yes. So ja, yeah. So said
Ida. Ja.
good. Okay.
Ida.
Now this is another word here. So this is a sukun, as we said before, yeah? This symbol, sukun.
I know it's a sukoon, but I don't know how to say the sod with the sukoon over it.
Okay, well, let's try it.
Is it swing?
No, it's a sukun, right?
Yes.
So, as in meaning, like, we're just going to say
Just the sound of it. Ness.
yes. So this here would be else, right? This one here would be nels. That's it. Different from nes. Nes. That would be a scene. Nels. You keep your. It's like a full mouth sound. We'll go over the technicalities in the future, but it's
That's
different.
I was the
Sorry.
only one I could come up with was the scene sound with the S, and
It's
that's
fine.
why
It's fine for now because all I care about is that we know that there is a difference, even if we can
Okay, yeah,
refine the pronunciation for years to come, right?
yeah, okay,
You
let's
just
go.
the only thing I care about is that you know that this letter is not seen, right?
No, it's not.
They're not the same letter, even if the pronunciation sounds very similar to you, right?
Okay. So that would be Nesru.
Nasru. Nasru. Yeah.
Nes Nesru.
So then
Nesru.
you've got
Nesru.
1, 2, and 3 words.
Okay.
Yes? أعوذ بالله من
Yes.
الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله.
Nesru. Nesru.
So don't try to read it all in one go. Just read like word 1, then word 2, then word 3.
إذا جاء جاء
Yes.
إذا جاء نسر
Yes.
نسر
Very good. Do you
إذا
want to
جاء نسر
إذا
إذا
جاء
جاء
نصر.
نسر إذا جاء نسر
Very good. MashaAllah.
نسر.
Ahsant. You have done well. How do you feel? Like you've literally just read 3
Yeah,
words.
hey, it's little by little here. I'm slowly picking it up. It's still intimidating because I see so much that I don't know. you know?
So now you have all the tools. The only thing you need to do is just know what the letters are. So you
Okay.
have the tools to read anything you want, pretty much. You just need to know these remaining letters. You only have 1, 2, 3, well, 4, 8. You already know this one and this one, right?
Yes.
So yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And look, the only ones that are red are these. All
The
these
next.
ones are easy, right?
Okay.
Like when you
Yeah.
learn noon and you said na ni nu, that's not like you're not there like, oh, how do I say that, right?
yeah.
It's just
It kind of
na ni
narrows
nu.
it down. Yeah.
This is literally fa fi fu ka ki ku la li lu. This one should have a word here saying this is meme, says ma mi mu. This is wow, it says wa we wu. This is ya, it says ya yi you. So like none of that is difficult.
No,
Inshallah.
it's not at all. It's kind of almost self-explanatory.
Yes. So
These
you
are
don't really need
the
much
letters and
else.
these are the sounds they make. Okay.
Yeah, so you pretty much like as I said, like we've not gone over what this symbol means. But you don't need that to be able to read, right? You
Right.
can once you know the rest of the letters, you've already learned fatha, kasra, dhamma, sukun, tanween, which is like an, in, un, and the shadda.
Okay.
And you know how to use the alif, which is to extend the fatha. And then once you learn the wow and the ya, yes, you'll know how to do, you know how to extend, because the alif is extending the fatha, right? So instead of ba, you're saying ba, right?
Yeah.
But if we learn wow, we know how to say wa, we, wu, but we also know how to say boo. Instead of boo, we know how to say boo as well. And the
Right.
ya, it can say ya, ye, you, but instead of just be, we'll be able to say be. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
once you all of that, then it's you like we could finish in like easy couple of weeks, inshallah.
Okay. Hey, my here's my question to you. Just because you're on this page right now, I see when I was looking in mine, there's more colors than just meets the eye. I can see light blue, green, brown. What is the significance? Just out of curiosity, is the significance of the colors the same throughout?
Where do you see brown? Are you able to show it to me? You mean brown like this color here? So The
Yes.
the colors, this here,
Yes.
that's just an alif.
But is there a particular reason why it's a different color?
So the colors literally just like color coding. So there's certain rules when it comes to pronouncing words in the Quran, right?
Okay.
Um, and the colors. It's not like necessarily a universal color. I'm assuming that the one you have and the one I have would have the same colors. But
Absolutely. I
if
mean, if you take the line above that and you look at, I mean, I can see literally the light brown comma at the top, the raw is blue, the Hamza above it is blue, and then there's orange next to it. I mean, it's
yes,
literally you almost don't even see that colored. Is every change of color have a very significant to the pronunciation of it?
kind of, yeah. Well, all the colors are telling you, they're telling you information. The point is that if the colors that I have are not the same colors that you have, that doesn't really, like, the colors themselves don't matter. It's more what is the rule that the color is telling you to do. So
Okay.
if my, in mine this is red, what
Yeah,
this
just
red
mine
one
is
is, sorry?
I think mine's the same color as you. I'm just curious as to know as to why it's color coded as it is.
Okay. I mean, okay, so like this, it's quite simple, but for example,
Okay.
you see this little squiggly line here? Like
Yep.
as I said, when it comes to the color coding, I think yours and mine are the same. But
Yeah. Yeah.
if this was purple, that doesn't make a difference.
I understand.
So long as every single one of these is purple, it's telling you to do the rule. So here, this is a lamb, which says la, li, lu, right? And it's telling you with a fatha here to say la, yeah? And then this, when the lamb is written with an alif, it looks like this. Okay. So this is la. Instead of la, it's la. Okay.
Mhm.
But this squiggly line and the red color is basically saying instead of la, or instead of saying la, you're gonna make, which would be like a, two vowels, right? You're gonna make it four vowels. So instead of la, you're gonna say la, la. Okay.
Okay.
This green color is telling you a special rule with the letter noon. Okay. So in this
Mhm.
case, you see how it has no vowel on it.
Yes.
So we know that, what would this be? What would this sound be?
That would be
And what would this be?
two
Yes. So this is a sukoon, right? So how would you pronounce that if this had a sukoon?
and two.
Antu. So that's it. What the green color is telling you is a special rule where you are gonna hold the noon sound for two counts. So instead of just saying an, which would be like one and one, right?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna hold this one for two, and you're gonna produce like a sound, some nasalization. So instead of, this is a meme. So this would say tum, yeah, tum.
Okay.
So instead of saying antum, you'd say like antum, antum. So here we have wa. So instead of saying wa, la, antum, we're gonna say wala antum. Can you hear the difference between
That's
wala, antum? So the color is telling you extend this one. Instead of saying wala, you're saying wala, and instead of saying antum, the green color is telling you say antum, wala antum. Make sense?
absolutely it does.
So again, this is this
Is it
same.
wrong? Is it wrong to say it without extending those while you're learning?
No,
Let's say I don't understand the color, so I'm just reading it. Is it okay to just, for the most part,
Yes.
As long as I'm
Just read it.
following the grammatical rules, just read it, and then, okay,
The
once I
only
figure out the color, you'll learn how to.
Yes, so the only thing that you need to care about, okay, is that you are pronouncing the letter itself, i.e., you're not changing the letter from like a ta into a tha. You've
Okay.
changed the actual letter, right? And then, for example, there's an alif here. So instead of saying, you can't just say wala antum, wala antum. You have to say wala because there's an alif there, right?
Yes.
So long as you produce every letter, obviously we're going to make mistakes, but the point is you do not have to do any rules of tajweed. It's not like an obligatory thing. The only thing that you need to concentrate is that you pronounce every word as it is. As in, like, if you just say wa, la, antum, that's all you need to do.
Right. Right. Okay.
So the ruling, from what I understand, is that's the obligation upon the Muslim. The Muslim should strive to learn how to read as you are doing right now, to the point where they can say wa, la, antum. That's your
Okay.
obligation.
I understand.
Now, if someone has then gone above that and studied the rules of tajweed and they understand the rules of tajweed, then it would not be proper for them to purposefully not recite it like that, unless they were teaching. You know what I mean? So if you
Yes.
then understand and you've studied how you should do this, then you should read it that way.
Okay.
But you're not it's not like an obligatory thing.
Okay.
The
I
the
understand.
main concern is learning how to read so you're not changing the meaning, and you are pronouncing every single letter. So that's you are already doing that. So as we just read this, right? We said إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ, right?
Yes.
But we said that this red one, instead of saying جَاءَ, like making this 2, the red thing is telling you to do 4. So the way, once you understand that, then you say إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ, instead of إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ, right? You're just extending it.
I
Make
understand.
sense?
Yes.
The dark blue, do you remember when I said when we see the letter Ra, sometimes it's going to be dark blue,
Yes.
sometimes it won't be dark blue. Do you remember why or not?
No.
Okay, reason why. When we have the Ra with the kasra, right? We said we're not going to make like a full mouth sound. So we're saying, instead of raw is heavy. The raw, raw. When it has a kasra, we say ri.
Re- re-
So how would you pronounce this? We didn't, a couple of days ago we didn't know, but now we're gonna try and
Okay.
pronounce it with this.
Shari.
Yes. So sharri. So you see how the reason why it's not blue, the letter ra is not blue, is because it's the color on the ra, the dark blue, is telling you you need to make it heavy. You need to make that full mouth sound, right? But we only do that. Look, if it has a fatha, right? Or
Right.
if it has a dhamma, we can find one. Well, if it has a dhamma, then it will be blue, right?
Okay.
But when it doesn't have a fatha or a dhamma and it has a kasra, then it won't be blue. And
Because
instead of saying like shari, we're saying shari, shari. It's like super
like,
shari. Yes. So that's what that color is telling you. Yeah.
okay.
What is the light blue color telling you? Do you remember how? Okay, so let's forget what does this normally say? Like, read this whole word.
Ahadun.
Ahadun. Yeah? Ahadun. Good. Now, the reason why it's blue is because what it's telling you is if you stop here and you do not continue like stop for a breath,
Right.
and you do not just read this all in one go, because this is a verse here. This bit is this is like a verse. But even if you were in the middle of a long verse and you stop on a word that ends with one of these light blue letters, then you're gonna make it into a sukun. So how would you pronounce this?
I had
Had yes. The light blue color is telling you to make that bouncing at the end on that letter. So the light blue color is telling you to say it exactly like ahad, ahad, because otherwise a person might say ahad, ahad.
okay. I had
You hear the difference between ahad and ahad. Yeah. So
I
these
do.
are again. This is a lam with a fatha. So it's saying lad, lad instead of lad. So when a person's speaking Arabic, they're not going to produce that bouncing sound like. But in the Quran, special letters we will,
Okay.
right? So see if we can find again, like how would you pronounce this? If you were to put okay, look, this is this is a kasratain. So how would you say this? As in you're producing, say every vowel. Don't make a sukun.
Shadi. Shadin.
So this is what letter is this?
Sadin.
Sa, yes. So sa din, right?
Sadin.
Sadin. But the reason why it's light blue, because what it's saying is that if you stop here, you're going to put a sukun, right?
Sad.
So how, yeah, so you're saying sad, sad. You're not just saying sad. That's what the light blue, see? That's what the light blue color means.
Oh, okay.
Okay, same thing with this. So how would you pronounce this here?
Hab.
Yes. See? So there are some other colors, like green and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Then it's not that much.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the same. So this is a yeah, which we didn't go over yet. But this is in this letter here, it does the same thing that an alif does, with a fatha. So we have a kasra. So we're saying alladhi instead of just alladhi, you're going to say the. That's how you normally say it. But because it's red, instead of just saying alladhi, you're going to say alladhi. You hear how you're just extending it because of the.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you say this? Okay, I think this, unless you feel like doing more, we can finish on this word because this is
Okay.
quite hard. This is quite hard, right? So this is light gray. Why? It's telling you just ignore it as if it's not there. Don't consider it in your pronunciation.
Okay.
And then this is the hamza that we talked about, right? So in this case, we're going to put it as a fatha. Yeah, so I'll just write like, okay, this is a fatha here.
Okay.
Okay, so how would we pronounce this?
Athi.
So what letter is that?
Tha.
Look at this bit here.
Oh no. Okay. That's Dodd.
No, sheen. Sheen.
Well, I don't know how I got that. Okay. I got his review, obviously. Okay. I'm guessing, and that's not a good thing. Okay.
Don't worry. We'll have a lot of review.
Ashi.
Yes, so ashi, okay?
Ashi.
And then just pronounce this.
Ashita. Ashita. E. Ashita. E.
Perfect.
Ashita. E.
So why are you extending this? Because we said it's the red
Because it's
color.
red.
Yes. So instead of just 2 counts, instead of saying "ash-shita'i," just like you did it, "ash-shita'i." Perfect. Mashallah. See? How do you feel?
It's definitely takes a lot of brain power to. I mean, it definitely once you start looking at it, it's like, yeah, okay. Now you got to start calculating every single,
You see why I said it's like
I think
maths?
once familiarity steps in, I won't have to think about the sound. I'll be able to look at the letter and be able to determine exactly. Familiarity will come
Yes,
with
definitely.
practice for sure. But right now, as you can see, there isn't much of it.
Oh, trust me, it's see, here's the point, like, learning to read is easy, and you could literally, like, we're almost learning to read in, like, a month.
Right, right.
Becoming fluent at reading and being able to just open a page and read it, that is a different thing from knowing how to read,
Yeah,
you
right.
know? So
Yeah,
as I said, my son, he knows how to read English now, but that doesn't mean that he can just open up, like, Shakespeare or something like that and just read it, like,
right,
just
right. The New
fluently.
York Times.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, like, that's where you're gonna have to, like, put that into practice. But the reading the Quran is way easier because there's no word, like, we know how to say every word. It's literally like everything is here to tell you exactly how to pronounce the word. So once you know that, you you just need to practice. There's no, like, weird, night spelled with a K, and, like, you're just supposed to know that off the top of your head, like,
Right, right.
it's not like that. So yeah, alhamdulillah. If we lived closer to each other, I would offer you some sort of prize for reading these words in the Quran.
Well, I appreciate, but hey.